Hello everyone. We're gonna do a prison call today. It'll be from Mr. Robert and it'll be on 7/29/2017. Trying to see if there's a way. Good morning. I'm still trying to get used to all this stuff, so I'm trying to see. Okay, that's that. We'll let a few more people get in here. And we'll be listening to a prison call on 7/29/2017 between Gypsy and Robert. And I did turn off the gifting. Good morning, everyone. And if anyone wants to join, you're more than welcome to come up. This prison call is an hour and a half long. I'm not sure where this fits in, if it's the second, third, fourth call he's made to her, but it is another call from Robert. And yesterday we heard one from Mr. Robert on the 17th, I think. On 7/17 or 7/16. Good morning. Oh, beignets. I ain't had a good beignet in so long. Goodness. Cafe de Monde coffee. Beignets. Y'all don't know what you're missing if you ain't never been to Cafe de Monde. Sitting in the open air, drinking coffee, watching all the tourists. It's really neat. Oh, I miss my beignets. I like the ones that aren't stuffed, only because of the air in them. I'm sorry, y'all, I know that was kind of loud. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and I should be pretty much through the Chillicothe thing. Let me know if it's too loud.
From a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, you.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, welcome
I'm
in.
okay, I think. How are you?
I'm good. Just relaxing, just got off work, so.
Oh, yeah. Was it hard?
Oh no, thank God it's my Friday, so tomorrow and the next day is my days off, so I'm done. After 6, I'm done.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do on your days off?
Hello.
I don't know yet. Probably just gonna watch some TV and maybe read a little bit. Definitely catch up on some schoolwork and call it a wrap. I'm trying to catch up on writing.
And just to remind you, this call is from 7/29/2017, and it can be found on YT on the Gypsy Rose prison calls. And this is a call between Gypsy and Robert.
Because, they have not had envelopes at the store for the longest time, for the past 3 weeks. And
Really?
Yeah. And so I'm like, I can't write nobody because I only have so many envelopes left. And I'm like, I got all these stamps, but hardly any envelopes. And I keep on getting letters. I'm like, I can't respond back. And then I got a lot of cards for my birthday. Which all I did for my birthday was I did laundry. I felt like I had a lot of energy. So I just did laundry and cleaned out on my locker, got rid of the old crap and with the new crap. I did that 3 times a week. So it wasn't very exciting, but it was a calm birthday, so that's what I kind of wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
And then yesterday I got a TB test. One,
a kitty test?
No, a TB test. birthday or close to my birthday.
Oh, is it a medical thing?
Yeah. And I
Oh.
had done in Vandalia, so I'm like, I tested negative, so I don't know why they keep freaking doing it, but it's policy. They just do it.
Yeah.
Everybody gets it done. But you've been approved on my visiting letter.
Yeah, I heard. Christy told me. I'm really excited.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Okay. This call is between Gypsy and Robert on 7/29/2017, and he just was talking to her about being on the visiting list. Yesterday we found out that Miss Christie sent him over to Gypsy. So now I guess Christy knows everything that's going on between Gypsy and Robert.
You know
It
what?
didn't take too long.
I know, it didn't take long at all.
No. I'm like, but I did want to talk to you about something. Okay, so, you know how friends can only visit on the Friday, right? And
Yeah.
So Saturday and the Sunday isn't for immediate family. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is a loophole to that. And I remember you saying that you might want to come visit more frequently.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, there is a loophole, and I just didn't know if you'd be okay with it. It's not like it sounds right, but the people told me that I could designate someone as my significant other, and then that was that.
Oh, this is where she's talking about where she has to pick somebody as a significant other to join her in a visit.
Quote unquote immediate family, so they can come on the Saturday and the Sunday as well as the Friday.
So basically,
I was
calling the
wondering if you
system
would
or
like me
getting
to put
around
you down
the system.
as my SO, and that way, since you're coming more frequently, you can come to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure it was okay with you before I actually did it.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's kind of funny.
So like, it's not really the family like, it's like, oh, well, you're significant other, or something. I'm like, it's not really something. You can put a woman down over the friend as your significant other. So I'm just like, oh, it's a loophole.
Yeah, it can mean anything. I mean, that's up for interpretation.
Yeah. So I was like, that's
Oh,
you on Monday.
I wanted to tell you that I'm really sorry that it took me so long to respond to your letter.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh well, I mean, I replied and I sent it. So I sent you actually 3 letters. Yeah, one of them is respond to the letter. The second one is I sent you a bunch of pictures, and and the third
Hello,
one,
everyone.
Christy
Oh,
forgot.
Rabbit.
I talked to Christy about this.
Hello,
and,
beautiful.
she forgot to tell you. So
Hello, Rabbit. Just so you know, we are going over the 7/29/2017 phone call that can be found on YT on the Gypsy Rose prison calls. And this is a call between her and Robert. And they're talking about how they just found out that he's able to visit now. So he's talking to Gypsy about that and how Christy knows all about it. And, you know.
went ahead and sent you this anyway, but I was reading on the Missouri Corrections website about executive clemency.
What's that?
Basically, it's like, you know, how can I explain this? There's a list, and basically it's an application for you to, you know, I guess plead your case or like say, it's basically like, you know, it's like, you know, clemency is basically, I think it means mercy or something like that.
Yeah, it means mercy. Yeah.
Yeah, but basically, you know, I think, you know, it couldn't hurt for you to fill out the application, and I sent in the instructions and like the qualifications for it. But I mean, you know, considering like the extraordinary circumstances of your case and everything like that, and I put this in a letter too that, you know, I mean, it'll appeal to bureaucrats there, but well, I mean, you know, it would save the state a lot of money if they just released you on parole, and you could go back home to Louisiana and just serve the remaining, you know, years of your sentence on parole, and you know, yeah, I mean, it just, in my mind, it makes sense because, you know, it costs a lot of money to house, an inmate.
Mhm.
And the fact is that, you have a support structure, you have your family, and your friends and everything like that. So, I mean, it would make more sense if they just, let you go on parole and then, you can, get whatever, therapy or help that you may need, but also be supervised in that circumstance, but you at least get to go home,
Right. And it's not like I'm gonna mess up.
Hello, everybody.
It's not like I'm gonna, touch the face while I'm on parole, because that's not gonna happen. I've never gotten in trouble before. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna later on. So.
Well, I figured it would be a lot better for you, though, like, mental health-wise, because,
Absolutely.
when you're on parole, though, parole kind of sucks, because essentially you're like a little kid, you know what I mean? That's the best way I can describe it.
Got extra PO, this is the daddy for listening.
Are you Miss Lucy, are you asking if Mr. Robert and Gypsy are friends? Because as of right now, yes. They are just starting to talk and developing their relationship. We learned yesterday in a phone call that Christy sent Gypsy, or Mr. Robert, to Gypsy. And from what I'm gathering of this man, I'm assuming that he was in one of the Facebook groups, because he knows a lot of information about the case. He knows about Melissa, he knows about Bobby, he knows about Christy, he knows about Rod, he knows about Mia. He knows a lot of information. So he's obviously been talking to Christy for some time. And now he's talking to Gypsy. And they are talking about her case and about how she could get clemency and what she can do to get around the system. Why is everybody encouraging her to get around the system? Why is no one encouraging her to do better and to tell the truth and to do what she needs to do to get better? I don't understand that part of this. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, I thought she didn't have any friends. So how is he saying you got your friends? None of it makes any sense.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Christy's not going to let you out of her sight.
No, we've talked about it before, and
I can answer that. We know now that, yes, Christy will let her out of her sight.
not really sad for like Mia and me.
And why you gotta say that anyway? Because you're talking to a 27-year-old woman at that time. Why would anybody have to keep an eye on her? If she's a 27-year-old adult woman, I don't understand. She's not a child, Mr. Robert.
And Dylan, and I don't know if you got my letter that I sent, and where I was kind of dozing because I had after we got off the phone last Saturday, I had called Mom on the Sunday, and she was crying, and I just felt like something was wrong, and I know that she had been sick a couple of days prior, and so I'm like, I just had this gut feeling like something was wrong, that I should call her. So I gave her a call, and I'm like, how are you feeling? And she said, I'm all right. I've been doing all right. And I hear it in her voice, like something else is wrong. And I'm like, what's wrong? What's really wrong? And she's like, something is wrong. And I asked her what it was, and so Dad had a major meltdown, and he talked to me and Dylan and Mia, but I didn't think he was gonna explode the way he did. And so he just texted Mom like, you need to get a job, you've gained too much weight, I'm not attracted to you anymore, I don't love you like I should. All of these like really asshole stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. And he cut Dylan off.
Why do you gotta tell everybody's business to people? That's not your business to be telling to anybody. And now in 2026, we're all listening to you tell all your business, everybody's business to everybody. Thank you for talking so much, though.
Because Dylan owes him over $5,000 in debt.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Mia has to get a job if she wants to buy a new car, which is reasonable because she is 16. She should get a job to at least help pay for the car.
Yeah.
And Mom has to get a job. Now, you know that she has a neck injury, so finding a job is going to become difficult for her because she's limited to what she could do. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, okay, so everybody has something, a rule or something that they gotta do. What's Mom? You know, his dad was talking about money issues. And that...
Just a little reminder, this is a call from 7/29/2017, and it is Gypsy and Robert talking. And this is, I'm assuming this might be their second phone call because she mentions that she talked to him last Saturday. So I'm going to go with that. It's their second phone call. And she's continuously telling all the family business.
Yeah.
Sad. I'm like, I don't understand.
Where
Where is this coming from? Or why is this happening? Like, I thought I was calling with her and just hearing her cry hurt me. And because I'm like, okay, it hit a sore spot for me because I'm like, Nick used to be raising like that all the time. It was always, you know, you don't have the figure I want. Your breasts are too small. So I started ordering these pills that are supposed to enhance your breasts online.
Okay, this right here, she's talking about right here where she ordered those breast enhancements, and she's basically telling Mr. Robert it's because Nick was not happy with her size. When we watched those videos and read the emails, I thought it was her that was stating that she wasn't happy with her size and that Nick was fine. Am I wrong about that, y'all?
Stuff like that. And so I'm like, for me, a man degrading someone that they're supposed to love unconditionally pisses me off.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to call Dad and figure out what's going on, and his phone wasn't allowing him to take my call. And that's probably a bad thing. Maybe God just doesn't want y'all to talk right now because we'd be all bad. Maybe you're right. And so when I was calm, I had given him a call, and he took my call. I talked to him for a little bit, and I kind of did the back and forth thing where I call her, call him, try to figure out what's going on. And anyway, long story short, she realizes that she needs to kind of become the person that she used to be, you know, and work on her marriage. She understands that whenever Dad would say, you know, let's go out and get a drink, she would always blow him off and come up with an excuse not to. And I know she's thinking about, like, conserving money and stuff, but I'm like, Mom, if he's asking you to go out with him, then clearly it's all right to spend that money, because he's asking you. And so she realizes what she needs to do. He realizes what he needs to do. So I'm kind of like a love guru, so I get it. Well,
I mean, have they considered maybe going to some counseling?
I don't know. I haven't asked them if they have. I haven't asked them, but I'm like, you know, maybe if they just actually had a long conversation with each other, I feel like they've been under that stress, and I was thinking out that it would be me, and, you know, what's going on right now, and what I'm scared of is, you know, is Mom said that you guys told me, you know, did they break up or something, you know, or did it work? And so that day that I was talking to her on the phone, the day that she was still, you know, talking to people that are in the support group, about worse than the church for the depression. So I'm like, okay, so there is without a doubt there's no doubt in my mind that she'll still be there for me no matter what. And that was kind of for that. So, long story short, I had a very stressful beginning of the week. So I kind of vented all that in the letter.
Well, I mean, I don't want you to blame yourself.
I don't. I
Okay, good.
But things just happen, and especially in the
Well, I mean, I think, Christy really, really loves you, and but I think your dad, though, I think he has a lot of guilt. I think he's dealing with that still, and I think that's just a part of it. But and the fact is that he works, so far. He's gone from home for a month,
Mm-hmm.
So that puts a lot of stress on people because you can only talk to somebody over the phone. You can't exactly have that. I personally prefer like face to face because you can see someone's emotions.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And but it's easier to like when he said all those asshole-ish things. That's easy to do when you're not facing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's kind of like that juvenile part of him that like he's alone. You know what I mean?
Right. And it feels like
So that
he's doing everything on his own, and then all the responsibility is on him. And he really didn't realize, like, look, he has a lot of responsibility too. He has to take care of the house and, take care of Mia and Dylan and, take care of me and everything to do with that goes with me. So, there's never one time that she does not take my call. And I've probably called her every day this week.
Oh. Well, look, Gypsy, I can tell you, though, one thing, though. Once you get out on parole, let's see here. That'll be about, like 2 years you're going to be on parole if you get out? Yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I was trying to do the math in my head. So you got 10 years, but you're getting out after 8. Yeah. It's so funny, too, because I always, like, sometimes I get bored and I calculate it. It's like, okay, she'll be out in 2024. And then I subtract 2017. It's like, okay, that's 7 years. But then she said 6.5. So technically she's right because of the half, I'm a big old dork. Anyway.
I did that at Bella in county. I was like, okay, if I get this many years, and I was counting up to about 30, okay? And so I had nothing but time on my hands. So I kept calculating it out, and I'm like, okay, so, 85%, and I was trying to figure out all the dates, how old I'll be, what year they'll be, what month.
3,000 days. That's what you got.
Oh my God.
Okay, I got a question. She's sitting there talking about when she was in county, she was calculating updates and stuff. This was before she got her plea deal, before everything. If she truly thought that she was innocent, why would she be doing that like that? Was it because she truly, honestly knew that she was guilty and they were going to see through it? Or did she think that before she talked to her lawyer, and her lawyer told her that, you're not sick and this is all a scam? Which she knew that wasn't true, and it's unusual that she didn't speak up on that. And I don't understand why she would be calculating time and county if she truly thought she was innocent.
Yeah. Hey, that's, okay, well, you prefer 3,000 or 30,000, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Very smart.
It could always be worse.
Yeah, it could. It could, honestly, it was good. So,
Oh, no, my favorite is, I saw this thing, it said,
And yeah, you're right. With the second grade education, she's going to sit there and try to calculate time. And then she knew that she would have to spend 85% of it. So obviously, she must have looked up the what she could get in trouble for before she went to prison. She had to have looked it up for her to know that she would have to do 85% of whatever time that she got. So that second grade education did her real well.
life is all about perspective.
mhm.
And, it said like, you know, to the, oh shit, I know I'm gonna say this wrong. Okay. Oh, no. Oh yeah, to the lobsters in the kitchen of the Titanic, you know, the sinking was a miracle.
Yeah, her lawyer.
You know, to them it was a miracle. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's all about perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lucky damn lobsters.
Exactly. Hey, you know, there's a silver lining and everything.
Right.
But yeah. But what I was saying though about your PO is that, I mean, you are required to get a job. So, I mean, that's the thing too. Like, you know, your parents are, you know, yeah, you know, they'll have rules.
On 7/29/2017, Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard is talking to Mr. Robert, and you can find these prison calls at Gypsy Rose Prison Calls on YT. And he's basically telling her one of the provisions of her parole will be that she has to get a job. Can anybody answer if she got a job after she was on parole?
But trust me, you're going to have rules regardless. So they need to chill. They need to.
She
chill
laughed
out
about
because,
it just
you know,
now.
You're going to have to comply to a lot of. Well, it also depends too, because I've read that depending on the charge and everything like that, and the conditions of your parole, I mean, there are some requirements that you're going to have to do, and there are some that you don't. Like, I think, like, if you have a drug charge, like, you're required to get tested constantly.
Right.
So I don't think that's going to be an issue for you, but I mean, they may want to do it anyway.
No, she doesn't
you know
want
what I mean?
to.
So you never
I do
know.
it every once in a while. Just a job on me, every once in a while or whatever. But I did hear this.
Yeah, that's how she got around that, is her show counted as a job.
That someone else with a violent charge was telling me that whenever you're on parole, you have to try your PO. Whoever you're dating or in a relationship with, and this goes for everything, including one night stands. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, like they want to know everything. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
That is kind of random, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think they want to know that, though, because of, like, I've heard that you can't have any contact with other people who are on parole.
True.
So, I mean, you know, if you know, meet somebody and they happen to be a felon as well, you know, they need to know that, I guess, or
Yeah.
maybe because they can use you to, you know, pass messages or something to their gang or something. Well, it's interesting. You know, it's fascinating how, like, men in prison, you know, they join gangs, but women in prison, they form families.
Yeah. I mean, to a certain extent, like, if you have a good room or something, then that kind of becomes your temporary family. But
Yeah.
there's like gangs here.
Oh my
There's a
goodness.
lot of couples.
Yeah.
But besides that, there are no gangs, or the habit that they show on TV doesn't actually go on in here.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. Oh, I almost got taken to the hole on my birthday.
What? What happened?
Okay, so my roommate Becky was leaving to go to drug treatment. And,
Hey, Becky.
so she's gonna be moving. And, she had all her stuff packed, and I didn't think that she was coming back.
Good morning,
And I
everyone.
wasn't gonna be able to say goodbye. So, anyway, I see her coming through the door, and I say, Becky! And I jumped up and give her a big hug, okay? When the PO saw that. And he comes up and says, what's going on in here? We looked at him like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about right now? And he's like, I saw arms around her. Do you want to explain that? And both of us looked at each other like, I don't deny. And so he's like, is that the way you want to play it? And we're like, still looking at each other like, you're kidding right now, right? Because like, this is ridiculous. And he's known for being an asshole. And he has a game of how many violations can he write in a day.
Yeah.
Okay, on this call between Gypsy and Robert on 7/29/2017. And you can find these calls on YT on the Gypsy Rose prison calls. Miss Gypsy's talking about one of the guards. And she's basically saying that the guard likes to give out violations. The way that you were just talking to that guard, I mean, you do realize you're in prison and you're not at a college campus. That is not a teacher. You're supposed to have respect and you're supposed to know where you are. I really question whether or not Missouri State Penitentiary asked Gypsy if she was aware of where she was.
Like those with the blue hairs. And I know it wasn't her because she's black. And there's a white arms and something too. So now there's only 2 more white people in the room. So
Yeah.
so we go sit down and I'm like, look, if you're gonna write a violation, I'm gonna take it because it's not your fault I gave you a hug.
Yeah.
So he pulled one of us to the back, asked her if this was a Priya incident, rape charge, and she said, no, it's nothing like that. She just gave me a hug, got excited and gave me a hug. And so he excused her. And then they pulled me to the back, asked me what was going on. I said, I got excited, I gave her a hug because she's needing a little treatment. And so I'm sorry. And he said, well, I just wanted to make sure this wasn't a Priya incident. There's no touching other inmates in here, regardless of if it's innocent or not, whatever. There's just no touching. So I said, I'm sorry. I don't hug anybody again. And I got excused. And he's like, I can't watch you.
Okay, that's the problem right there. Why is it, okay, there's a rule. No touching other inmates. You break that rule, you're supposed to get a consequence for that rule. But instead of her getting a consequence for that rule, it was excused, like every single thing else that happens in her life. I mean, because we know at Hobby Lobby when she stole all that stuff and the cops got called, and at Walmart the cops got called, Dee Dee basically said, no, it wasn't her, it was me. I must have put that underneath her chair and didn't realize it. Or she came up with some excuse for her. And then Nick going into interrogation and taking the whole fall. Like, no, it wasn't Gypsy. No, she didn't do it. That was me. But we know that she had been talking to Dan about it. Because Nick said that she had tried to do it 2 times before, but she wasn't successful. And she was doing it because of that guy that she was talking to, which was Dan. So with that information right there, I don't understand why they didn't take that into account. And then, you know, she's on here getting money from all these men, and Christy's sending them over. Like, hey, it's okay. Here's you another one that you can get some money from. And that's a free pass. Why is everything a free pass? Because all that y'all are doing is letting her down. Because when it comes to the time that she's going to have to face her consequences, she's not going to know how to handle it.
I could have put you to the hole for that or gave you a violation, which would have been my 3rd violation, which would I would have gotten kicked out the other way. Most people that were both were fighting or violent, and I would have been there for killing someone else.
I know. I'm so sorry, honey. You know what I was thinking, though? Like, when you were saying what he was saying, I'm just thinking, it's like, man, it must really suck having a tiny dick, you know? I mean...
It's like they need to understand, women are emotional creatures. We hug, we, touch. It doesn't have to be sexual. It can just be completely innocent.
We get angry and cut up blankets. Well, not all of us, but some of us.
There are some people that are just sadistic, you know? I mean, it's a fine balance, but also, I mean, they're just people who want to take advantage of the power that they have. And they don't get paid a lot of money, so I think that's just part of it. They get off on it, and you did the right thing, though. Yeah.
I didn't want her to get a violation for something that I did. And, I part of, taking blame and taking responsibility. So that's kind of what I'm trying to learn all about.
No, I'm proud of you. No, that was very good, and you told the truth,
Yeah.
And I mean, that's all you can do. And, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, but, I mean, at least you didn't... Well, I mean, at least you didn't escalate the situation,
Hello,
you know what I mean?
everyone.
Because there are people who will,
Hello.
take that shit personally and, start talking back, and it's like, that's, it's like, yeah, it feels good in the moment,
Yeah.
but
It's
then,
scary, young kids.
people who have absolute control over your fate, you just got to comply. And hey, it's not permanent, you know what I mean?
Right. It's not going to be forever. So at least
Should've
No,
been.
it's not.
I take comfort in that. Oh,
Yeah.
did you get my letter yet? Anyway.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you got I don't remember what I sent, but yeah, the one from last week or the one that I sent this week.
Wait, hang on. Let me see. I got...
I really have questions of why inmates have that much access to the outside world. I mean, so they can write anyone they want. They can talk to anyone they want. They don't have any limit on access to anybody. How is that right? Because I thought they were supposed to be in there learning something. I mean, family, fine. But how is it that you're able to form these relationships and do all this stuff? Because I thought that was one of the reasons why they didn't let the inmates talk to each other at certain times. So how is it that they're just going to let them talk to anybody in the world? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Here. Well, no, it's in my bag. Like I keep your letters in my I have a whatchamacallit, a schedule, like a little booklet schedule.
Because we know they ain't checking
What?
them.
What are you laughing at?
Hey, I do the same thing. I
Hang on a
live
second.
by schedule.
No, I remember you dated it. It's 7/17.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then, I keep a schedule too on my calendar, and I'm I have no idea how long it takes to get you.
To what?
I have no idea how long it takes to get to you. So I asked Mom, did you get my letter yet?
Yeah, well, that's it's so funny too because I've been wondering that as well. I was like, I think because I think it takes for you to get the letter. Like it like the first one, it took about a week. So I'm not
Yeah, and they
sure.
still say
I mean,
anything
I
that
think
they
so
want.
because I don't know how long it takes them to inspect the mail and then get it out. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I think that's the X factor.
Right, yeah. I don't think it
Because-
takes that long because I usually calculate when someone sends me a letter, when I send one, it can take 4 days seems to be the average.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy though. People get really creative, like when they try and send drugs through the mail and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I mean, I can understand that they have to, I guess keep a watchful eye and stuff like that, but it's silly. I wonder why we can't send you stamps or envelopes or
Ooh.
mailing stuff.
I can answer that question. Why do y'all think that people on the outside can't send stamps and envelopes and stuff like that? Does anybody have any clue? Okay. Because they can put, you know how they got the sticky stuff on the back? You can look it up. They can put they can put drugs in the sticky stuff. And when they lick it off the stamp or the envelope or whatever, exactly. I mean, come on. It's almost like some of the questions that he asked her are questions that he's trying to find out what kind of information that she knows about. And I'm wondering if that's because I know the ending of their relationship. I guess I should have listened to the beginning first, but I listened to the very last call first. And it's just weird how it ends up. And let's just continue listening to this because it's very interesting, the questions that he has for her.
That ourselves. I don't know, I can't just like, we can get it as, just something that we can get if somebody wants to give it, but, I don't know, I mean, I think it's just because we could buy it ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would save you money, though. I mean, you'd still have the money to, buy Cherry RC or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm not going to drink a Cherry RC on the phone no more. I'm like, I thought my roommate Susie, I'm like, Susie, I was choking on the phone. That was so bad. Well, we can freaking climate it on over here.
Oh, you're not. No, it's just a natural reaction. It's a muscle reflex. It's really cool, though, because, when you get control of it, that happens to me sometimes, and then my mind automatically is like, okay, relax, you're not drowning, you're not dying, it's just water, And then, if you relax it, it's so crazy, though, because the muscle, just reacts.
Kind of funny that he's talking about a swallowing issue.
I'm a big old nerd.
Fine, I am too. I'm like, I'm a super, super nerd. I'm like, my roommates are like, you like that stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm a nerd. I was watching the Tigers of Python on my side, and I got so excited, I was squealing, and I'm like, look at me like I'm insane. I'm like, you guys just don't know.
What did you see?
So they had a little bit of, a clip from the new Doctor Who, that has on there. They have this kind of like, when we were kids, they had those, cars, that you could drive and get into, like kitty cars, and, I forgot what they're called. They're not big wheels.
Like go-karts?
Yeah, kind of like go-karts. Sometimes they have a 4x4 truck. Others, they have like a little pink car that the kids can get into and drive. I used to have one as a kid.
Oh, cool.
But anyway, it's a land speeder from Star Wars.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was so cute.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I was
You probably still could fit in one now.
I can fit at the bottom of my freaking locker and in my coat. I can definitely fit in a land speeder.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, the little land theater. So, yeah, I saw that. That was adorable.
Yeah, my kid is going to have that one day. And I probably can't have that for myself because that was weird, but my kid is going to have that.
Oh, Merlin?
Yes, Merlin. I told him, I said, everybody is against this name. Look, even Robert's against the name. And he likes stuff like that.
No, I actually on my letter, I did a PS and I said, go ahead and name your kid Merlin because there's a definite shortage of unique names out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is.
So it'll.
Inside of the couple, I was like going through different names, and whenever my roommate said no to Merlin, I was like Lancelot. I was going through the Merlin, and.
Okay, this call is from 7/29/2017, and it's between Robert and Gypsy. And they're talking about baby names. So, we know from the emails and stuff that her and Nick were trying to have a baby. That's basically what Plan A was for her to get pregnant, and her mom would have to accept Nick. At this time, is she talking to Ken or anyone? 7/29/2017, because the way that she's talking, everybody knows about her wanting to name her baby Merlin, and then right here she's talking about Lancelot. So her roommate didn't think it was a good idea. So everybody already knew that she was wanting to have a baby. That's why Rod said that on the show. And he was so insistent with Ken. And she was looking at him all sideways like, no, that's not true. And Rod was like, yeah, she wants to have a baby now. I know she does. And we were all like, well, why would he say that quick? Well, because he knew. Because all the way back in 2017, Gypsy was already naming her kids, even without the man. And Merlin, isn't that the name that she came up with, Ryan? Okay, Lifetime had it in the plans. Okay. Yeah.
I was like, Gandalf. She's like, no. I'm like, okay.
Oh, it's so cool. You mentioned Gandalf. Did you see the trailer for Ready Player One?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Have you read the book?
No.
Oh my God, that is probably
yeah,
one
what's
of
the book?
This call
Yeah.
is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay. Anyway, no, that is like probably one of the best books I've ever read.
Okay.
It is like I could not put it down. I don't know if you're familiar though. Like it's very heavy on pop culture, especially from the '80s. I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of like. Have you seen War Games?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. So you probably wouldn't get that part, like Goonies and stuff like that.
Okay, seriously, yeah.
Okay. Oh man, damn. I wish you could come over and we could watch movies. Well, like the book is just incredible. Like the concept. You know what's cool? The author Ernest Cline. He lives here in Austin.
Really?
Oh yeah. He's a really cool guy. I met him at a bookstore.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I didn't have my book though, so I didn't get it signed. I didn't know he was there.
You know, I put it something.
Oh no, I shook his hand and I said, I love the book, man. I just thank you so much for writing it. Well, I had a lot of fun reading it because literally I read it in like 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, well, normally, I like to enjoy books, you know what I mean? So it usually takes me about a week to read something, you know what I mean? Because I like to, to get a couple chapters in and to actually stop and then think about what I read, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that book, I just like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. Well, it's an adventure, man. It's like, man, I should just send you a copy and
Talks
see what
about
you
a lot
think.
of books with her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry.
I'm sure watch the movie and put it about a DVD. So.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely have it probably.
Okay, cool.
Well, what's interesting though, Ernest Cline did an interview recently, and he was saying though that there's a lot of stuff in the book that isn't going to be in the movie, and there's a lot of things that he had to change for the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because oh my God, copyrights would be insane.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like it's ridiculous what's in that book.
Cool. I just watched I love the 90s, I love the 80s, it's like one. And
Oh, that's still on?
Yeah, it's still on. And I can
Oh, wow.
yeah, I can pick out the things that I remember. So a lot of my mentor, she goes to me, and a lot of things she just raised me old school, okay? So she raised me like whenever she was little. And so stuff like ours and with her control dolls and stuff like that and habitat and I know all about. So I'd be like, oh yeah, you weren't born whenever that happened, but I'm like, hey, try me because I just might know about it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like in what was it? In Ready Player One though.
But I thought your mama didn't teach you anything, Gypsy.
About all the references is that they actually pertain to the hunt. You know what I mean? Oh, do you want to know what it's about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or do you have an idea about what it's about?
I'm thinking like maybe it's kind of like a Tron thing, kind of like Tron.
Yeah. No, I mean you're not too far away. Okay, basically, it's the year 2024.
Okay.
And oh wait. I'm sorry. No, I'm totally wrong. It's 2040. That's what it is in the book.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And what happens is just like the world has completely gone to shit. I mean, like there's wars and I mean, famine and everything like that. Well, in this world, it takes place in Oklahoma City, and people live in these things. They're called the stacks. And what it is, it's a bunch of trailers, but they're all like they're all kind of stacked on top of each other in like it's kind of like an apartment, but they're a mobile home. And there's like this metal girding, and it's really cool. But yeah, they call it the stack. And the main character, his name is Wade Watts. And but in this world though, everybody escapes from the horrible, like what's going on the planet through this thing called the Oasis. And the Oasis is this like totally immersive virtual reality setup that everybody has. And what's cool about it is that it is so integrated into our culture that people go to school like they don't even have to leave the house. Like you basically, you go into the Oasis and you go to school. They have a whole planet of nothing but school. So Yeah, so basically, like, Wade goes to class, he's poor, you know what I mean? So basically his Oasis, like, rig, it was given to him, it was like school issue. So basically, like, all students get, you know, this so they can go to school. So, you know, imagine instead of having to buy books, you know, you get a virtual reality set.
That's cool. That's awesome. Never have to run that room.
I know, right? Well, what's interesting, though, is that the guy who created the Oasis, his name is James Halliday. And the day he died, there was a video sent out across the internet. You know, I mean, everybody could watch it, but basically it was called, his avatar's name is Anorak. And the title of the video is Anorak's Invitation. And what it is he is basically created, he put all of these Easter eggs in the Oasis in order to, you have to find these 3 keys, and, you know, one leads to the other, right? So, well, what's interesting, it's a competition. So basically, if you win, you get, I mean, the ultimate prize. Basically, I mean, you know, all money is, I'm sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of selling this.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. You're very language.
Oh, well, I mean, it's like, I mean, I'm trying to like give you information, but I don't want to spoil anything because it's so exciting because when Wade finds the first key, it is just so like, oh my God, like, it's so cool. Anyway.
Pretty cool. I can't wait to watch the movie. Look, I like this, nothing but trailers on Access TV. And they show trailers and stuff, and I want to keep up to date with what's coming out so I know, you know, what to write down for suggesting whenever it comes out on DVD. And yesterday was Kong Skull Island. And
I want to see that.
I prefer the same song like Peter Jackson.
Oh, okay.
That's just me, but maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. I just thought it was better. And well, even I thought they had a trailer out for a new version of Jumanji. Now, I think that they ruined Jumanji for doing this. I'm like, the original Jumanji was good enough. They did not have to ruin it by putting The Rock, and they just made it stupid. I'm not even going to watch it. I'm just like, they made it stupid. They ruined it.
But Gypsy, I was exactly like you. But have you seen the trailer?
I have.
And what I mean, well, no, they changed it. I think it looks really funny.
I don't know. I like the original, and I don't want them to change my mind.
Oh, I mean, it's not going to change your mind. I mean, I love the original too, but I like how they turned it into like a video game. And like
the new game version.
Yeah.
I had the board game, and I was so afraid of the movie. The drums freaked me out, but I was young, okay, so a lot freaked me out. And we had the board game, and I thought it was all real, so I never played board games.
Because she watched the movie Jumanji, she had a board game and thought it was real, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really miss Robin Williams too.
Yeah, he was a good actor. Yeah.
Well, he's a good person.
Yeah. I think he's better.
I mean, it happens, but I mean, you know, you just gotta. A good thing, and what I want you to really like learn, hopefully, when you go to therapy, is just how to express it. Like, it's okay to, you know, to be upset, and it's okay to express that. Like, I mean, you have worth. You know what I mean? Like, you have a right to exist, and you have a right to be upset if you want to. You know?
Yeah. But I think how I deal with things is not exactly healthy. Just not healthy and not exactly good for the people around me. Because I notice that whenever I'm hurt or I'm upset, I kind of put up a wall for everybody. And the way I am is that, okay, so there's the layer of me that the general public sees. Then there's the layer that my parents see. Then there's a layer beneath that, there's a layer also for friends. But then the inner core, nobody sees. I don't let anyone see that. Because that is, for me, that is most vulnerable. And I put up a wall because I don't want to be hurt. I've only trusted 2 people, 100%. And that was my mother and Nick. And they both betrayed me. And so I feel like if I trust someone again.
I still want to know, how did your mama betray you? Has that question ever been answered? Has she ever said how her mother betrayed her? Because being betrayed by your mother and your mother medically doing what she said that she did to her are 2 different things. A betrayal and abuse are 2 different things. So how did your mother betray you? And then, how did Nick betray you? Because at this time, on 7/29/2017, when you're on the phone with Robert, Nick's facing prison for the rest of his life without parole. So how did he betray you?
I'm gonna be hurt. It's a natural thing for me now. So I think trust means hurt. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well-
I need some therapy to work on trust issues.
Well, I mean, but I hope, because that's the thing. I mean, you're going to change, I mean, that's what life is. It's just change. And it's, I mean, what was it? My dad always told me this when I was a kid that, no man is an island. So, I mean, you can't wall people off forever. I mean, people are going to care about you regardless. But, I mean, handling your emotions is a really, really good skill, but also, like, I mean, those are just, I mean, yes, you were hurt really, really badly, and, I can understand that, and, I mean, really, I could.
I really do.
But, I mean, it just, you can be vulnerable, but also strong. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's not like, it's not black and white. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can give of yourself, but I mean, there's varying degrees that are, it's hard to explain, I'm sorry.
I think I'm getting it.
Well, no, I mean, like, it would be a lot easier if we were in person. Because the thing, I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm kind of like, it's really hot, and I fucking, that's one thing I hate about Texas. It's like, it's like snow is afraid of us or something.
I remember that something in Louisiana. It probably snowed once in 2004, I think.
Yeah.
Never been back again.
And what sucks though is that it does snow in different parts of Texas. It's just like, we're so centralized. But I mean, what's cool is that I learned in geology that we're in like one of the safest places in the world because of, there's no chance of earthquakes. The only thing we have to worry about is tornadoes and rattlesnakes. That's about it.
Okay, well, I think the rattlesnakes
Anyway.
can be controlled.
Yeah, I would think so. Oh no, but I mean, okay, well, no, I don't want to like dismiss you, but like, I understand though that, I mean, you have trouble trusting people, and I think that's just gonna, take time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the hardest things. It's one of the strangest things because, trust is one of the easiest things to get, but it's like the hardest thing in the world to get back, once you lose it.
Yeah. Mm.
So I mean, like, if someone hurts you, I mean, depending on, your ability to let things go or, I mean, it's really tough. I'm with you on that.
I'm all about forgiveness and things like that. But it's something that, it's easy to get sometimes, but it is so difficult to get back. And I'm like, the initial trusting someone is difficult for me. So imagine how much harder it is when they hurt me to get it back.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why I just feel like, closing everybody off and it'll protect me. So it's like, the way I see it is I have a freaking arm fence with barbed wire and guard dogs all around me, and then I'm just in the center, and, nobody can hurt me. And I become numb to everything. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that.
I know.
So it's like I think that I do need therapy, but I ask them, and they're like, well, you have a mental health score of 1, so I'm not fucked up enough to get the help I need, but you're not realizing just how fucked up I am.
So tell them.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say you're fucked up. I mean, I think you were fucked up by other people, but you, as you, are not fucked up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like,
On 7/29/2017, Mr. Robert, you're talking to Gypsy. In a couple of months, you have a phone call with her, and you state that she is very messed up. So let's continue listening to what else you've got to say.
basically, you're at the mercy of fucked up people. You know what I mean? Like,
Still.
I'm serious. It's like, it's just, well, I mean, you know, I've seen it, you know, it's like really, you know, good people just, you know, taken advantage of by predators. You know what I mean? I mean, when I was, I can tell you a
By
story.
predators.
When I was little, I mean, I was abused a lot, you know, as a child, but, and that's the thing too, like people can smell it on you. Like, I mean, I was beaten up a lot by just for no reason. And like, I mean, just because I looked a certain way or I had this certain demeanor as a child, like, you can't really hide your feelings when you're a kid.
Mhm.
You know, you don't have the capacity to really, like, you know, build that wall yet. And I mean, I remember when I was a kid, like, I would play alone a lot, and I would get, like, approached by men who wanted, you know, it's like, I mean, there was a guy who, I remember one time this guy got off a bus that was near the playground that I was at, and he, like, you know, flagged me over, and he was just being nice to me, you know, and I was like, okay, cool, you know, I mean, I'll never forget this, but, like, you know, he suddenly was like, you know, do you want to give me a blowjob? And I just kind of, exactly, I was just like, no. I mean, I was a little kid, but I got really scared, and I got really, like, you know, but I mean, he kept kind of, like, insisting at me and trying to grab at me, and it was just, yeah, I ran home.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, though, it's like, you know, it's like people can sense a victim, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's understandable because, you know, it's like, I would say I had that experience, but I will say that, you know, I was molested by my grandfather, and
Oh.
There goes that again.
I know, it seems like my whole life is just stuck.
Yeah, one more thing on top of that.
Sorry, one more thing to add to that. But a lot of people like don't know that because I didn't put that in the documentary. When Aaron asked, you know, so you spent some time with your grandfather after you and your mom got in a car accident. I'm like, yeah, but we left because of issues. I didn't say what those issues were, because I knew that, number one, my grandfather was doing an interview in the documentary, and two, that he would probably see it. And
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like I've aired enough dirty laundry as it is. This is the last thing, you know, this is the one thing that I can keep to myself, because all my other secrets have been blown, and everybody knows it, and so it's just something that I keep to myself, and I don't tell many people, like telling my father and telling Christy while I was in the jail was the first time I had told anybody besides mom. And so they didn't believe me at first. And, you know, it took a while, and then it it actually had to come from my cousin Jessica telling Christy, yeah, the same thing happened to me. He did the same thing to me. And so,
Wait. I'm so fucking sorry. Y'all, I can't. No, I'm skipping it ahead. I'm sorry. Some things should not be talked about. And now my computer wants to be slow. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't.
it was, but I think she had a very difficult past herself. And, you know, from things that she's told me, that, you know, her mom with this child, and you don't know what to do, and everything's messed up, and, you know.
I'm sorry. This is a phone call
What
on
was it? I think it was in
7/29.
middle school. Like, that.
7/29/2017, between Gypsy and Robert. There's some information in this phone call that I do not want to listen to on a live. If you want to go listen to this phone call in the privacy of your own home, I suggest you do that. You can find this phone call on Gypsy Rose Prison Calls on YT. And it is one between Gypsy and Robert at 7/29/2017. And I'm going to go ahead and skip a large part because I don't know how long they're talking about this, but I'm very uncomfortable with what they're saying. And I just don't want... No, we're not talking about your family like that on here. So let's see if we can skip to something more practical.
Their time, and there's,
Yeah.
it's like you're carefree. You don't have to worry about anything when you're a child. The most you can worry about is, okay, will Santa bring me my favorite toy for Christmas?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, I just feel really bad that, you know, you didn't get to have that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't take away any more of the innocence that I had, because I still maintained that, throughout my childhood, regardless. Like, for me, I didn't have friends. When I was little, I got to hang out a lot. We'd have cousins by the dozens tonight. And they'd come over. And I think there's still some footage of whenever I had all the cousins come over to our apartment. And you could see me, and I'm like, I forgot what I was holding, but I was jumping up and down. I looked like Shirley Temple with curly blonde hair. And I was probably like 4 or something. And I grabbed something. It was a toy. And I guess it had something attached to it and with a string. And so I was throwing it around, and then I hit back throwing at one of my cousins. And she's like, ah, shoot me. But, and then you see more footage of me, and I had a habit. Okay, this is crazy. I had a habit of not wanting to wear clothes. So I'd always want to wear a pair of fairy wings and nothing else. I was thinking I was weird.
Okay, I don't know if y'all have heard the phone call yet, but there's another phone call out there. And is she talking to Ryan or Brian, Jeff, Minnow, or one of them? And she's talking about how when she gets out, all she wants to do is run around the house with a pair of fairy wings, and that's it. So this story has been talked about before, and now she's talking about it with Mr. Robert. So, but in the other phone call that she was talking to the guy in, she mentioned something about the angel wings, like the Victoria's Secret models, that she wanted some of those instead of the fairy wings. Do y'all think that she's going to mention the angel wings to Mr. Robert? Let's listen and see.
Yeah, because you see our little pictures of naked carrots.
Yeah.
So I'd be going in the backyard, and I'd start off with my swimsuit, and I'd be playing with the sprinklers or whatever, and the little water slide, and you see, oh, there goes off one shoulder. Where's the other one? Oh, then you just see me right absolutely naked, chasing the butterflies. In the woods. I'm like, this guy's not hillbilly, I don't know what it is.
you were such a cute baby though.
I was, wasn't I? I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you know, you're still pretty damn cute, but oh, you were so adorable.
I know. I was like, yeah, and my grandmother and my mom.
I don't know about anybody else, but in this phone call on 7/29/2017 between Robert and Gypsy, timestamp 104, Mr. Robert's talking about Gypsy Rose's baby pictures and talking about how cute she was. And I don't know if y'all just heard him go, but that's very uncomfortable that you would be, you know, but let's go on.
Was trying to be in competition with each other to see who could dress me in the most silliest dresses possible. And so when I was little, I used to have those like little panties with the ruffles on the butt. Had a bunch of those. I was in one beauty pageant, and I came out, and I had to walk like a monkey. I swear, it was literally a gorilla walk. I came out on stage walking like a gorilla, and I come out, and I just raise my arms above my head, and I'm like, I'm here, you know, not saying it, but I was like, I'm here. And my Aunt Claudia, she went to get makeup on me and do my hair and everything, and my mom was like, no, let's go natural. So, I mean, I didn't win because they had a bunch of other little girls that had the makeup and had the poofy hair, and so, but at least I went out and did it.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Oh.
yeah, it's a pot racing.
So I got a question. Do y'all think because of that incident right there, the little beauty pageant thing where she didn't win, and she's saying that she feels like it's because another little girl won because she had the bushy hair and the makeup on. And her mama said, no, let's go natural. Do y'all think that maybe she got mad about that? And that's the reason why her self-image was a little tarnished? Because that's what it kind of sounds like to me.
That must be interesting, though. I mean, when you were a toddler, just. Well, when did your mom put you in a wheelchair?
I want to say it was okay. So I got in a motorcycle accident with my grandfather.
Yeah.
And I ended up being in a walker, having a walker for some time, because they had to put 2 pins in my kneecap or whatever. Because I had like surgery because it messed up my knee or whatever. I don't think it's messed up, but it definitely skinned my knee.
Yeah.
But after that, Mom had went to, I want to say, my family doctor and requested a wheelchair. And so there was one point that she was like,
Yeah,
"Get in
she
the
threw a lot of
wheelchair."
tantrums.
And this was a long time ago, but I still kind of remember it. And she was just like, "Get in the wheelchair, and we're just going to be in a wheelchair from now on." And I did.
Yeah.
No.
And I was so young, and I think I was. I know I was in the walker at age 6 to 7, so I want to say I was 8 by the time I was in the
Yeah.
walker.
I just really, really, really want to give you a big hug right now.
Well, you'll be able to. You'll be able to.
I will. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
Me too.
Makes me sick.
And I was telling Mom I'm very excited, and I was like, I hope, because I had asked the caseworker, I was like, how many special visits do I have in a month or a year? And he was like, one every 6 months. And I'm like, I don't know if that's, probably true, but Mom and I came to me in April, and I got another visit in July, so that's before 6 months.
Okay.
So I think that's been, at the discretion to decide to approve or deny a special visit. But I was like,
Yeah.
well, even if I can't get 2 sessions for you on this Saturday, at least you can sit down with my SOG that we come on Friday and Saturday,
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to be putting a special visit for them a week prior. So whatever happens, I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal because, I mean, I don't know specifically, like, how often I can go up there. Like, I'll have to calculate it. Well, I mean, like, if, like, every, if I can only do it every 6 months, and I can only do it every 6 months, I'd like to do it more than that. Because, I mean, honestly, it doesn't, like, I'll have to take off work, Thursday and Friday, and then come back. I mean, well, I'll have to come back on Sunday, like, drive back on Sunday, so I can go to work on Monday. So, I mean, technically, I only have to take 2 days off, which isn't bad at all. I mean, I have oodles of vacation time. But, I mean, if I'm able to, come in and see you on Sundays as well, that would be really awesome.
Yeah. So I was going to make sure that was, put in place. And I don't think, did you get my pictures yet? I don't know.
No, I haven't done them yet.
Okay, so you haven't gotten the letter that I had sent this week. The one you had got was probably the one I sent the week before that.
Oh, okay.
So I took some other pictures I forgot which pictures I sent you. So I just sent that I think I sent. And then I had sent another letter, and I had said, the New Year's Eve is on a weekend this year. So I was like, well, if you're already planning for New Year's, then send it to me.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not doing anything either. It's funny, like, I mean, all my favorite holidays, I love them, but I never celebrate them because I have no one to celebrate with. I know, like, I mean, Halloween, I have to sit around and watch a scary movie and eat like candy, or like, even Christmas, because I mean, I didn't tell you. Tonight is my last night at my second job. I'm quitting. Yeah, I'm so excited. Well, I've been doing it for so long.
What do you do? Because I don't know.
My main job or my second job? Oh, okay. My primary job is Monday through Friday, and I work in the underwriting department.
Sorry. I don't want to put that kind of information out there. 7/29/2017, in this call between Gypsy and Robert that you can find on YT, the Prison Rose, or the Gypsy Rose prison calls. He's talking about his job, and I just don't really want to do that, but underwriter, so He's basically, yeah. That's why he's giving the tips on the books. That makes sense. So we're going to skip it forward a little bit, and if y'all want to go hear that part, y'all can go over there and listen to it. It's at timestamp 119.
I can't decide what I want now because all the things that factor into all those decisions hasn't happened yet. So
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, I gotta think about how much money, what kind of job I'm gonna have.
Well, also,
Gotta think.
you know, things will have changed by the time you get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen from one year to the next.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary and exciting.
1 week at a time, and 1 day
Yeah.
at a time. And I was talking to my friend Sophia the other night, and she had read something. She read the 15 things not shown in Mommy, Dad, and Dear's article that Mom and Dad did. I think it was like a Twitter blog or whatever. And I just read that, and she was like, "So you want to have kids?" And I'm like, "Yeah, someday, not yet."
Yeah.
You know, but she's a sweetheart. You know, we used to be in a group together for kids with disabilities. So,
Oh.
yeah. So she's probably the longest lasting friend that I've had. And, I mean, she could be a pain in the butt, but
Yeah.
that's why I had to tell her, you know, don't call Mom all the time. If you want to talk to me, send me an email, and I will call you. You know.
Yeah. Well, I told Christy, I said, I think she's just really lonely.
Yeah, she is. And she's trying to figure out her life. She's not, she's only a little bit younger than me. And
Y'all, say a prayer for that little girl. And she's not a little girl anymore. She's a grown woman. And she really needs prayers because I understand trying to figure out what's presented to you and what you know in your head.
find a job, but working around her disability. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, trying to give her some advice for that. So, I mean, I'm trying to figure out myself and help others at the same time. But,
Well, maybe you can, I mean, you know, you don't have to be the strong one all the time, you know?
walking away for a minute, so if y'all hear something that's not supposed to be heard, don't listen.
Well, I mean, yeah, with your, see, that's what's awful about, you know, I really wish they wouldn't, I mean, they didn't put you in prison because it's, you know, you can't be yourself there, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean,
And,
I could be myself.
well, I mean,
but I have to be.
yeah, to a certain extent, but I mean, you know, when you were in county, you know, you saw what people, I mean, they take advantage of you.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, and that's what I'm hoping is that, you know, it doesn't, because that's the thing, like, you know, 10 years is a long time, and I don't want it to harden, because I know you have a good heart, you know? Yeah, well, yeah, I don't, no, yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm afraid of, though. Like, I don't want you, like, see, once you're out, though, I mean, I was reading a lot about transitional, you know, like, transitioning from, you know, being on the inside to being on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you know, it's gonna, I mean, it's super hard if you don't have any support, but I mean, also just, you know, you get so used to routine and you get so used to,
Good thing we ain't playing
you
a
know,
drinking game.
it's like when you don't have to get up at a certain time and, you know, it's just like.
Because if we had to play a drinking game for every time he said, you know, I don't think anybody would be walking out of this phone call.
I don't know. I mean, it's something that just takes time, you know, just to kind of readjust. But I just don't want, that's the thing too. I mean, I don't know what it's like there, and I don't want to pretend, you know, I don't want to pretend like I do know what it's like. But I mean, you know, I just don't want you to deal with bullshit, you know, on a constant, it's like that guy who's like, I'll send you to the hole for hugging somebody, for how dare you be human,
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just
It's
kind
not
of
like that every day. It's not like that every day because there
oh,
are
okay, good.
there are nice guards that they'll play with me, and I see them and I'm like, what?
On 7/29/2017, in this phone call with Mr. Robert, why are guards playing with you? Because you're not at daycare. You're in prison. Guards are not supposed to be playing with the prisoners.
The uniform faded away once I got to feel like they're human too, and they have a good personality.
And that's a problem.
All of the guards that are bad. It's just a random few. And that's just everywhere. Like they had in county, they had a woman that she knew. I'm not to say that we've met before, but she knew of me because she would go to fishing time, and I would go to fishing time. And so I'm like, someone had mentioned that she went to fishing time, and I was like, I went up to her and I was like, you're cute, you go to fishing time? And she's like, yeah, I go every year. And I said, usually I do too. And she's like, yeah, we all know you. And it looked like the mother's attitude, and like I couldn't figure out why the fuck she hated me. I'm like, what is it with this woman and hating me? I didn't do anything.
I gotta pause it there for a minute and just ingest that. Because she's basically talking about a guard that she found out was going to VisionCon. And she was asking the guard, you went to VisionCon? And she was telling her, yeah, she went too. And why did she say that about having a mother's attitude? That is just kind of weird. So let's back it up just a little bit because I want to hear that again.
She would go to fishing time, and I would go to fishing time. And so I'm like, someone had mentioned that she went to fishing time, and I was like, I went up to her and I was like, you're cute, you go to fishing time? And she's like, yeah, I go every year. And I said, usually I do too. And she's like, yeah, we all know you. And it looked like the mother's attitude, and like I couldn't figure out why the.
Okay, why is she saying right there with a mother's attitude? That's kind of curious to me. What does that mean, a mother's attitude? Is that the one that Fancy interviewed? That's just curious, a mother's attitude. And look, she couldn't figure out why the woman had a problem with her. Let's continue.
Fuck, she hated me. I'm like, what is it with this woman and hating me? I didn't do anything to her. I've never been rude to her. And back then, I still had the feeding tube. So whenever they'd pat me down, I would kind of hunch my back because I was trying to protect my stomach. So like, if you pull this feeding tube, it's gonna hurt. And and so she kind of, snapped at me and was like, I told her, I said, can you please be careful around my stomach area? And she was like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? You're supposed to tell me this kind of shit. I told Mike about that, and he's like, you got pissed, and he's like, let me know her name and where she works and everything. I'm like, I don't know if I know her. I don't think we know each other personally, but she knows of me because we have been to a certain event together.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I couldn't prove that we knew each other from the outside. Because if we did, they'd move her to a different location. And I didn't have to worry about that, but I did, and she waited me up until the day I left. But I don't care because I don't have to ever see her again.
Yeah, and that's her problem. You know what I mean? It's not yours. You know.
Yeah. It was before everything came out about my cat and everything. So I mean, she's probably just looking at her and I was took care of her mom because she wants to be with her boyfriend. So.
Well, you know what one of my favorite parts though of the documentary was? It was actually your dad. Like, it was one of the first segments with him, and he was saying, it's like he just doesn't understand. Like, it's like, I mean, you don't just wake up one day and it's like, oh, I'm going to kill my mother to be with my boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like that doesn't make any sense. And I'm like,
wait a minute there. So, yeah, I remember that part because I think I've seen it before. Rod said that. This guy's repeating that. I have not heard any talk in any of the phone calls I've listened to with Mr. Robert, anything about any kind of medical or physical or anything like that. She hasn't repeated any of the stories about being chained down. She hasn't repeated any of the stories about Dan. She hasn't repeated anything wise. So let's see what else she's going to say.
Like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And it's like you have to look deeper, and it's like why would it come to that point,
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people, like I said, there's a lot of superficial kind of, it's like they only see or they only believe what they're told. They don't actually take the effort to look deeper and to find different perspectives,
Yeah. I tried to tell people that when I first got arrested, but I just didn't know how exactly. I'm like, it's very complicated.
Yeah, it is.
It's very complicated, and like you think you know everything about one thing, and then something comes and blows that theory out of the water. And it's not that one, and it's not that one, and it's the one you least expect.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing, too. I mean, that's what it always fascinates me about human beings. It's, people leave their houses and they put on the mask, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or I love how Chris Rock put it. Like, he's like, you're not meeting, the real person, you're meeting the representative.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're not meeting the actual person. But I mean, like, see, it's interesting. A therapist once described this to me. It's like, there's different levels of closeness between people, and she described it as a bowl. You know what I mean? Like, on the top, the superficialness, you have acquaintances, people, it's like, oh, hello, or, that stranger that, it's like, but you see them occasionally. It's like, oh, hello, hi, how are you? It's like that lady from VisionCon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't actually know her, but you've seen her.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, as you go deeper into the bowl, you know what I mean? The closer and closer you get, and you actually know the real person. You get to know like the nitty gritty about somebody, and it's like, oh, that's you start to be able to kind of predict. It's like, or even feel. It's like when you felt like there was something wrong with Christy, even though she said it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like your gut was telling you, it's like, I know you. Come on, don't bullshit me.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like. No, it's when you stop and you're like, so you feel like telling the truth now, or you want to wait,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just,
Mm-hmm.
What?
Wait, you just gotta get to know somebody, and if you know them good enough, you can know when they're lying, and something's wrong, and especially if you have a bond with somebody, then it becomes even stronger.
And that takes time, though. That's what a lot of people are not willing to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, I really want one of those RCs right now.
I wish I could give one to you. I haven't got to it.
Well, I wish you could. Yeah, once I'm there, we're gonna load up on cold junk food. It's gonna be great.
I know. Yeah. And don't worry, don't stress about the picture, because I'm just as stressed out as you are, probably. So, like,
Hey, it was your idea.
I don't listen to my idea. But, hey, I like, here I am, I'm stressed out, I'm talking to mom, I'm like, I need to know how to do my hair, I need to know how to do my makeup, I need to know everything. I'm like, I don't want to act weird, so I need you to, like, coach me on how to not be weird.
I like you the way you are.
I like comfort. I put comfort in that.
Yeah, I'm the type of person, like, I'm no one to judge anybody on anything, you know what I mean? Unless you're blatantly, like, an asshole to me, like, straight up. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm like, man, who hurt you? You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Right.
like, I didn't do shit to you. But, I mean, I will admit to you, though, I do love your hair naturally, like, the way it is, the curliness.
Yeah.
I mean, I like when it's straight, it looks like Christy's, and it's really weird to see you with straight hair.
I know, right? But I don't know. I take a liking to it because people like say that it looks longer when it's straight. So of course, naturally, I'm gonna want it longer because I'm always constantly wanting longer hair. And so I just took a liking to it, and I don't know. I have more confidence when it is like that because I guess for me, whenever it's not done like that, I think
Yeah.
back to like the first Harry Potter movie, Hermione's hair, and I compare the two.
So are you gonna continue to let it grow out?
Yeah, I will.
Cool.
I'm gonna let it grow probably to my ass.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah.
We'll get you. You know what we should do? We should like braid it, and then like you can use it as a weapon, just like smack people around with it.
That's what's possible. Just like throw it
Yeah.
around.
There you go. Like a tentacle.
Or like a whip or something.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? My favorite, and this is just me personally, okay? My favorite, when you did your plea deal, I loved how your hair looked.
Really? Because I was so worried about that. Oh my
Really?
God. Yes, I was so much stressed because, okay, so whenever I went to segregation, my hair was going through that shag phase. I had a bunch of freaking bad hair days. Going through my face. It was so bad. And so there would be times where it looked like a shag, and then other times it just looked weird. And I didn't want to have a mullet. Because I'm like, I never had long hair, so I didn't know how it was going to grow exactly. And so I'm thinking, I don't want a mullet. So I take a razor, and in my style, I just Shanghai myself. And I cut the back off short. And then whenever I saw what I had done, I had messed it up so bad. And so I had to get it cut so it looked a little better. And I had...
Y'all heard that, huh? Her talking about when she was in county and she had to get it cut because she shaved the back of it. She did that, not Dee Dee.
The next day. And
Oh wow.
I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do my hair. I don't have my usual court clothes. They were very nice, the jail uniform, but they were a nice set. And I let them so it's presentable. And so I had a size 2XL shirt to wear to court. And I'm like, oh, this is going to fall off me. And then I had to see Nick, and then I'm like, this is sucks. And so I was like...
Yeah, that was really weird. Why did y'all have to be there together?
Because we were on the same page. Our case
Well, yeah, but I mean...
We had not been separated yet. So whenever we would have court together. And
Oh, okay.
so they would bring him in first, and we'd have to walk there together. It was like a very long tunnel that we'd have to go through. And so he would be walking ahead of me, and I would be walking behind him. And, in that time span, there is time for threats to be given to each other, whatever, or certain hand gestures that could be going on between us. So it was very stressful because he's making death threats to me. And then finally, whenever I was about to plea out and we had our last court date together, I had heard from someone, I think it was my attorney's assistant, said that he was spreading death threats to me, to get to me. And so I looked at him and I said, dude, we have like this little...
Just a question. On 7/29/2017, in this phone call between Gypsy and Robert, and you can find these calls on Gypsy Rose Prison Calls on YT. Did y'all ever hear anything about Nick doing that to Gypsy during his time in county when everything first started? Did he ever make those threats towards Gypsy? Did y'all ever hear that before? Because I can't remember ever hearing that. No, I didn't think so. I would have thought that would have been something that we would have heard too, because I would have thought that they would have been like, yeah, he did this, this, and this, and look, Gypsy's got to be scared. But we didn't hear any of that. Okay, I was just checking.
Window, and I said, you want to kill me? You do it. He freaking freaked out. Oh, he freaked out. And then he said, bitch, and pig, and he just said, a traitor, and a bunch of things to me. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, way to...
Gypsy, why was Nick calling you a traitor? What did you do that he felt like you were betraying him? Because I thought you said that he betrayed you, just like your mama betrayed you. So how is it now that you betrayed him? In the same phone call, mind you, that she's talking to Mr. Robert on 7/29/2017. And you can find these phone calls on the Gypsy Rose Prison Calls on YT.
Go, Gypsy, way to go.
Yeah. So good that day.
No shit, man. That's awesome. That is so awesome.
But yeah,
Oh my god.
getting back to my hair in the documentary, I had a girl that was in there with me. She braided hair. So I was like, I want a hairband braid, and my hair was just naturally curly, so I just washed it and let it dry off. And then it turned curly, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is good enough. I put in some jailhouse makeup, which I had combined toothpaste and ink skin to make mascara, and a little bit of red from a fireball to make eyeshadow, and that's about it. And maybe some glitter from a card.
Oh, my Lord.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah. But, I mean, they offered to do my makeup, but I was like, I had already done my makeup with the options that I had.
Yeah.
Hello, darling. Did you mean to come up? Hello. Okay, we're going to continue.
Yeah. But, I mean...
I don't know. I really like it. Like, I mean, this is just me, though. I mean, you know, it's just my own. I mean, I just think you look really, really good with curly hair. That's just me, though.
I think maybe I should stay curly for a visit.
No, I mean, do
There
whatever
goes the
you
big
like.
talk.
I mean, you know, it's just hair.
Yeah. Then very picky on my hair.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, the picture I have of you, like, I really, really love the way, like, the pose and everything. Like, I just, the picture of you when you're sitting next to Mike and you're just kind of looking off.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen that picture, but I mean, that's my favorite picture of you.
Really? I do?
Yeah. No, it's when you were in court. Yeah, I know. Like, when I draw it, I'm gonna change the shirt. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. Is this the guy that did the painting of Rod and Gypsy? Does anybody know who did that painting? You know, the one with the feathers and all around it? It's a beautiful painting. Well, I guess it's a sketch. It's not exactly a painting, it's a sketch. But this guy right here is talking about doing one for her. So, is he the one that did that? I'm trying to think of who's... I don't remember where I saw it at. It's at Christy's house hanging up. Yeah, I don't know who it's by either. Let's listen and see if he says.
Okay. Well, I know that they had one, and they had tablets in jail, and so on ABC News or whatever, they had all the pictures throughout my court and throughout my place, just beginning to end to the police, and I'm like, oh my God, I was so messed up, and I was like, yeah, that was it all. And to see how I kind of grown since then, I'm like, wow, definitely changed.
It's quite amazing though how, I mean, you look so much healthier and happier now, you know?
I am. And
I know.
it's just so much better. And I think I kind of shock myself sometimes because I would back on pictures of me back then, and I'm like, I don't recognize that girl. Like, that's not me anymore. And of course I can remember being like that.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh, hold on. I'll call you back. I have to call you back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
The caller has hung up.
And that is the end of this. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to blare y'all's ears. And that's the end of that. I don't even know what to say about all this, but that's the second call from Robert. The first one we went over yesterday, and we found out that Christy sent Robert over to Gypsy, and he probably came from one of the Facebook groups, and there was a lot of good information in that call. I think it was 2 or 3 different calls all put together, and that was on the 7/16/2017. This one today was the 7/29/2017, and it sounded like it's their second phone call, and the conversation is progressing, and I'm still curious to see when the sub-dom relationship enters into this, because he's already made a few comments that kind of were red flaggy to me and kind of made me concerned, because I'm thinking that part of that relationship is some what is it called, DDRP or whatever it is, you know, the little girl stuff when she was playing Kitty. I have a feeling it has something to do with that, because of the whole voice thing, him making comments about the baby, him making comments about how cute she is. I mean, it's just the language. But with that being said, I guess tomorrow I will look for another one from Mr. Robert, and we can go over that one too. Yeah, and the painting, he mentioned something about a sketch and doing a painting for her. And I'm just curious to know if in the future calls, if we're going to find out he's the one that did that. And with that being said, y'all have a great day. Have a great afternoon. And pray for everybody that needs it. And I guess for the ones that don't.